In late January and early February 2023, a high-altitude Chinese spy balloon flew across Alaska, western Canada, and the contiguous United States before being shot down off of the coast of South Carolina. The balloon was about 61 meters tall and carried a payload beneath it between 20 and 30 meters long. American defense officials stated they had tracked the balloon from its launch site in Hainan, the southernmost province of China, and that they believed they had successfully jammed its communications equipment, preventing it from sending any information back to China. Now, the incident exacerbated already high tensions between the People's Republic of China and the United States as they navigate an increasingly delicate security situation in both the South and East China Seas. Many American commentators and political figures use the incident as an opportunity to berate political opponents for perceived inaction or to stoke fears of growing Chinese power. But the two most important things to take away from this incident are as such. The first is that we got a sick-ass photo of a U-2 spy plane casting its shadow over the balloon, and that the F-22 Raptor has an insatiable appetite for balloons. The F-22 Raptor, the world's first operational fifth-generation stealth fighter, was designed in the waning years of the Cold War to provide the United States with continued aerial dominance over the latest Soviet fighter designs. And although the Soviet Union collapsed in the early 1990s, development on the Raptor continued despite it seemingly no longer having a purpose. It entered active service in December 2005 and spent nearly 2 decades longingly waiting for the opportunity to shoot down some enemy MiGs. Several F-22 pilots even went so far as to personally write to more than one Secretary of Defense asking for their permission to fire, quote, just a missile or two, end quote, at Russian aircraft patrolling near American and Canadian airspace. Robert Gates, who served as Secretary of Defense under Presidents George W. Bush and Barack Obama from 2006 to 2011, even responded to them on one occasion, stating in a now famously declassified document that, quote, this story is not true, I made it up, end quote. The F-22 finally scored its first air-to-air kill when it fired an AIM-9X Sidewinder missile at the Chinese spy balloon, popping it and sending it quickly zigzagging across the sky. The incursion of North American airspace by the Chinese spy balloon led defense officials to look for other objects in North American airspace that they might have missed. As a result, over the following week, the world was treated to 3 stories of American aircraft shooting down UFOs in several locations: Alaska, Yukon, and over Lake Huron. The objects in Alaska and Yukon were shot down by F-22s, and the one over Lake Huron was shot down by an F-16. I'll add that it took the F-16 2 missiles to shoot it down. Defense officials were reticent to disclose details of the objects themselves, but most of the information that's come out suggests that they were some kind of hobbyist or research balloons that were operated by private individuals or organizations. So as it stands now, the F-22 has 3 air-to-air kills with no airframe losses. I know there was a lot of speculation that some of those objects that were shot down over North America earlier this year were UFOs or UAPs, as we're supposed to call them now. And, in the strictest sense, they were unidentified flying objects. But public imagination always takes the leap from hearing the term UFO straight to extraterrestrial life. And don't get me wrong, aliens would be a way cooler answer than some drunk Canadian setting free balloons that were held captive by Big Birthday Party. But what matters now is that the F-22 is now both an air superiority and multi-role fighter. Not only could it turn Russia's Su-57 into more garbage to feed the ocean, but it can also establish air supremacy over children's birthday parties or above Klendathu. The F-22 isn't only capable of destroying UFOs, it straight up looks like an alien spacecraft. It is the UFO. This was the year that the F-22 tasted helium, and it showed us that it wants more. When the U.S. Air Force decides to retire its F-22 fleet in favor of the NGAD, the Next Generation Aerial Dominance fighter, I think we should do the responsible thing and let them fly straight into the sun's core to get a final fix. So I'm going to close out this video by again thanking you guys for watching this video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Koleye. I am one of the contributors to the Polandball YouTube channel. This is the official YouTube channel of the Polandball subreddit. We've been producing a lot of content over the past couple of weeks, and we've been getting a lot of great feedback. So I'm going to leave the final comic up that I was drawing here for a few seconds at the end of the video. And please let us know what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one.